Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's fucked up. Alright, welcome guys to the very first...
YouTube channel where we believe that it's okay to be politically incorrect.
Yes.
It's the three bullshitters.
We are the three bullshitters. We have a certain amount of education in certain topics, but we like to express our opinions, and we like to know what you think. So we're going to start with our very first topic tonight.
Listen, it's going to be rude. It's going to be fucked up, but it is what it is.
You're probably not going to like it.
You're not going to like it. You might like it. I don't know.
He said you're going to like it. He said you're not going to like it. I said, I don't fucking know. Let's just go with it.
But it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. It's everybody's opinion is welcome.
Yep.
And yeah, so we're going to go with our first topic, which is, I'm going to leave, Tony, what do you think our first topic should be?
I think the very first topic should be in tradition about 9/11 and what really fucking happened.
Shit. All right. This is gonna piss off some people.
So here's the thing. Was it an inside job or was it really 19 terrorists that hijacked airplanes and blew up 3 buildings?
Well, I mean, Steve, you can join it anytime you want, but I mean, anytime we got facts on both sides, right?
We do. We have. There's incriminating evidence on every single possible end and scenario, but there's only one truth out there.
Well, what is the truth on your opinion? Go ahead.
My opinion?
Yeah. What's your opinion?
I'm one of those guys that believes in scientific evidence. Okay. So the evidence, according to over 25,000 scientists and engineers and architects, says that it was most likely a controlled demolition or an inside job.
Is that fact checked?
That's based on evidence. I don't have proof of it, but it's based on evidence.
Oh, okay. Steve, do you want to weigh in on this, or you gonna wait till we both argue it out and then? Okay, that's what I thought. So, I believe it was an inside job as well. Okay, and I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of complaints when we post this video, right? Yeah. We probably will. A lot of complaints saying no.
And I believe we'll have a lot of support.
But I hope we'll have a support too. Like, you know, we're going to have people saying, no, it was terrorists that came in and blew up our building because they hated the U.S. or whatever. That's fine. But at the same time, if you really think about it, let's get into it real quick. Can a plane with its jet fuel, let's just say it's fully fueled, burn down or melt down,
steel?
Melt that capacity of steel?
Scientifically speaking, no.
Well, mathematically, scientific. Go ahead. Yes.
Well, considering the fact that it may have affected the top 5 floors and the lower 5 floors below it, I don't think it's possible. Considering the fact that the building came down at free fall acceleration, or the acceleration of gravity, which means the only possible force acting on the building coming down at the same time was a force of gravity, it tells you that it's not possible. Because you would kind of be like, boom. That's what you expect. Boom, boom. And that's not what happened. It just went.
All this brought to you by Founders Reserve.
We are drinking Glenlivet Scotch whiskey tonight. Founders Reserve.
Guys, we are not getting paid for advertising, so we should not advertise right now.
By the way, guys, this is the camera, so if you want to look at people in the eye, right there. That's the eye.
I've been this whole time looking at the speaker.
I have too, but you got to look right here.
Right there.
Hello, guys.
All right, but we're not trying to be assholes about this, but we are having a serious topic.
Yeah. This is very serious. 3,000 people died.
Listen, at the end of the day, what happened at 9/11 was fucked up, and it made me angry. I know it made you angry.
What angry? It made me question my existence.
Right. I know it made Steve, who hasn't said 2 words, angry. Steve, are you angry?
Right here, Steve.
I was there 8 months ago, man. I was on.
It happened 11 years ago.
Okay, that's 9 words, Steve, which is great. You're angry, right?
No, I was there 6
No. What is
months before?
Okay, so
say
okay. These 2 are my brothers. So Steve,
another mother.
Yes, another mother, but brothers.
Yeah, same
so
father,
Steve,
another mother. Yeah.
Steve does believe that it's very possible that terrorists had hijacked those airplanes and crash them into the buildings as an agenda, which is
fine. It's
plausible.
Yes,
it's a great idea. 100%. But I love you, bro. But when you look at the scientific evidence, even the most basic physics that's required to explain some of the phenomenon, it doesn't make any sense. The biggest red flag being free fall acceleration of the buildings. free fall. So if I have a building that's this high and the airplane hit up here at 85th floor, how is it possible that the bottom 80 floors were affected to the point where they all came down at the same time? How is that possible? A lot of people say bullshit things like, oh, the steel became weaker and softer, the structure became weak, and therefore it just came down in a controlled demolition style. To me, that's not good enough. It doesn't make any fucking sense. My biggest question is, if it was an inside job, which I believe it was, what is the initiative? Why would America do that? Why?
Are we in debt? And we're just trying to... I don't know.
Where's your debt counter?
I don't know. I mean, are we in debt? Maybe we're in debt. Maybe we're not in debt. I don't know.
Are we like $20 trillion in debt right now?
I don't know. Maybe we're not. Maybe we are. What else could it be? But I find it funny that all of a sudden the owner of the buildings, right?
Larry Silverstein.
Larry
Silverstein, guys, look him up.
Did he? What did he do a couple months before? Did he?
A few months before the buildings came down because of terrorists, he bought insurance on the buildings against terrorism.
Whoa.
That's what he did.
Now, if you own a building,
Yeah.
and any building, it could be a
And you've owned it for years and years.
it could be a retail building, it could be a house.
Why would you decide at that particular time to buy
insurance
on the building?
And not only insurance, terrorist
insurance.
And all of a sudden,
There's such thing as terrorist insurance.
there is. Thank you for weighing in on this conversation.
There's video evidence of it.
Yes,
Him saying it with his own mouth.
thank you.
don't doubt that.
And all of a sudden, what happened on 9/11? I'm sure he got reimbursed. That's sad to say, but would you say that? Would you say he got reimbursed?
He's worth billions now.
So would you say he's worth more money now or before 9/11?
Absolutely more now.
Whoa.
Let's not blame it on one guy.
Exponentially more now. No, we're not blaming it.
We're not
on
blaming
him.
it on. We're just adding on.
All we're saying is we're just kind of pointing out these individual facts.
So we have a
like,
math equation, and we're just putting all the factors in right now.
variables.
Variables.
My friend,
I'm
are
sorry.
very intelligent.
You're very intelligent.
You should have been a scientist.
No, you said variables. I didn't say variables. You said variables, so you should be the scientist. So I like that. I like that analogy a lot,
Listen,
actually.
some people,
I'm trying to get my hair like
people,
Einstein.
Make money on destruction, so it's very possible.
So wait, but you who said it is terrorist, now we're saying some people are making money on construction.
Well, even if it's terrorist, you have.
So here's my question, Steve.
Even if it was
honestly
terrorist,
speaking, my brother.
There's still people who have to be paid to
what?
clean up the
I like
clean
that.
up the mess.
Yes.
So it's the same thing.
This way.
So it is. You
Let's go,
are.
Maygu.
You are. So basically, it's bringing
So here's
more
my
money.
question.
Is that what you're saying? Is bringing money to the city? Is that what
So
you're
here's my
saying,
question
or-
to you, Steve. If it was truly a terrorist attack, is the only reason why they would have attacked the buildings and destroyed them because they hate America? They hate Western
It's
life.
more than a hate, yeah.
What do you what would there be their agenda? Why would 19 terrorists that have been trained by Al Qaeda destroy 2 buildings? Like what is their main objective?
Have you ever lived? Well,
Yes, I have. I was born.
Most people
I was
have.
born in Beirut, Lebanon. I lived there till I was about 8.5 years old.
Right, but yes.
War-torn country.
Yeah, you don't.
My house
remember
was
how
full
that
of bullets.
I understand that, but you were 8 years old. Listen, you were
I
8 years
remember-
old.
Well, let
Here's
him
the
tell.
point.
I
Here's the
remember
point.
it so bad.
Let him.
Here's the point.
Let's
When you were 8
let's
years
hear
old,
him.
you weren't worried about money. You weren't worried about money. You weren't worried about anything else. Nothing. Listen, you have 30-year-old kids there or adults there that are trying to make a living, but they can't because there's obviously hatred. They have a hatred towards other countries, and one being the United States. Because
But why? What is America doing to them?
there is a lot of things they're doing now.
Like what?
Maybe the reason for they attacked the trade centers is because a lot of people do believe that America is putting their hand in stuff they shouldn't be putting their hand in. That's
I like
the
that.
bottom line.
I like that.
That's a great point.
That's a very good point,
That's
actually. You know
the
what?
bottom line.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
a
it takes.
very good point. The way you said
Listen,
it. America should put their
hatred
hand-
takes one little fact to create so much hatred in somebody to create that much like.
So if there is so
That's
much hatred, why are so many of them trying to move to America?
So you're saying a lot of
We
people are
have
trying to put their
extremes.
hand in a cookie jar where it doesn't belong.
Listen, we have that in our own
Cookie
culture.
jar.
Listen,
What do you mean by a cookie jar?
Cookie jar being the United States, and everybody wants in.
Listen, Tony. We have that in our own culture. We have those. We have the crazy Californian Armenians that do stupid shit like we wouldn't even believe, and we live normal lives here. It's like you have gangs there, whatever.
Okay, I'll give you that.
It's the same thing. It's the extremes. It's the extremes
So here's
of
my
the
question
cultures.
to all you pilots out there.
Please, if you're a pilot,
Yeah.
I hope you respond and you leave your comment below or questions or comments so we can reply back to you on our next video.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's your question here?
So
Pilots. Yes.
let's say there was an agenda
Okay.
by these terrorists to want to attack the World Trade Centers and destroy them. My question to all these pilots is, based on all physics and engineering and all your pilot classes in schools, is it possible for a Boeing 767 to fly at an altitude of 750 feet and at a speed of approximately 500 plus miles per hour as recorded by NASA and the government and hit a building? Is it possible? Because according to everything I've learned and studied and read, a Boeing 767 at an altitude of 750 feet cannot fly at speeds of 500 miles per hour because of air density. It would require approximately 6 times the engine power to do that. That's number one.
We are not pilots. We are asking for pilots to comment
Yes.
and give us their
Inputs.
input. Please.
Yes. Yes.
We want to learn. We want to
Yeah.
learn.
Yep, that's number one. Number two, is it possible for kerosene, which is what airplane gasoline is made of, to be able to burn so hot in an enclosed building to be able to melt or weaken steel structures?
Which I have to disagree with you on this point, which I believe that there is enough oxygen that would create the smoke and it will burn.
No, but here's the problem.
I would have to...
Kerosene has a maximal burning temperature. It cannot burn above a certain temperature. Even if you have 1,000 pounds of it, it cannot burn above 750 to 800 degrees. It's not possible.
So is it fair to say if we have any chemists out there that would love to give us their input on this?
No, I'm telling you.
That would be great. Would you agree or no?
Honestly, I mean, you can answer that question, but
Any
I
scientists or chemists
I
or
feel
sci-
I feel like I'm already stating the obvious that
I would just-
even if you have 8,000,
I have
10,000
one
pounds of
problem.
kerosene, it can't burn above a certain temperature. It has nothing to do with the amount that you have. It has to do with the material.
Okay.
I have one little problem, but it's gonna be really hard to switch over from Glenlivet Reserve to anything else right now. It's gonna
Guys,
suck.
we're almost
So
running out
we're
of
almost out of-
Glenlivet.
We're running out of our drinks.
What's the next drink we should switch to? What do you have? Do you have Johnny Walker? Do you have Shivas?
Of course I have, but last time we switched, it sucked.
No, I don't want to switch.
So
Do
we're
we
gonna-
not
we're gonna
have...
to go get some.
Cognac?
All right, then we're going to have to sign off right now.
No, we're not signing off. This has to keep going.
I can't keep going because we're out of our drinks.
When do you guys go get it? Anyways, listen. I'll keep talking. You guys go get it. Listen.
So, thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go ahead and... Yeah. I'll just
I'll
get the
talk.
drinks. All right.
I'll talk. All right, listen. Here's a question for all you guys.
This is why I want to sign a waiver because he's going against our contract.
No matter
Finish our drinks.
how much kerosene you have, that is what?
We're out of drinks. We got to end the conversation right now, so...
Fine here.